I'm Jennifer Arthur with Children's Cancer Fund, and I want to thank you for being here today. Dallas Cowboys have been huge supporters of Children's Cancer Fund really since inception when Roger Staubach joined our board. And so we are grateful for the Cowboys hosting the check presentation this year. And on behalf of our honorary chairs, Troy Aikman and Dak Prescott, we have some incredible funds to allocate. So I would love to have Dak come on up and join us so we can announce the number. And I want to talk a little bit about the allocation of funds while we get a chance. Give the check to Dak, and we'll also bring up Cannon, one of our patient models who walked the runway. Come on up, Cannon. The funds that we are allocating to children's health. Let's wait. I like it. Yeah, just give it a minute while we have everyone's attention. First and foremost, go to clinical research, because we feel that there has to be a cure for kids' cancer. So the majority of the funds that we are giving are going to cancer research. The other funds that we are releasing to children's health are going to child life. And that area is the compassionate care piece. It's art therapy, music therapy, pet therapy, critical parts of a patient's care. As you can imagine, a dog jumping up into a patient's bed and snuggling on a rainy day, what that means to a child when they can't play with their friends. And another piece of the funding that we are honored to announce today is newly launched. It's a mental health initiative, which was created and launched by Dak Prescott and his Faith Fight Finish Foundation. So they were the initial investors in this mental health initiative, so that is also included in this donation. So I'd also like to welcome to the stage President of the Children's Foundation, Brent Christopher, so we can, drum roll, exactly, present our check.
Anytime someone's got a check.
He's right here.
See you too.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Wow.
So it is a check for $2.1 million. It is a check for $2.1 million. Cannon, what do you think? That's a lot of money. Cannon says that is a lot of money.
Now for almost 40 years standing with us at Children's Health and UT Southwestern, we're grateful for that.
Thank you so much. While we have your attention today, we also have a special announcement. As I said earlier, it was our 34th anniversary this year. So next year, in 2025, will be our 35th anniversary. And so we are honored and privileged to announce to you, first to know, our gala chairs. As I mentioned before, the Dallas Cowboys and the Jones family have been huge supporters of our organization year after year after year. And so I'm honored to announce Lori Jones is co-chairing alongside a beloved community personality and our longtime MC, Meredith Land. So come on up. Yay, thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
Most importantly, thank you for doing this for us.
Yes, honored.
All right.
After the back.
Thanks, Joe.
Good.
When you decided to do this and be a part of this and join, Roger and Troy and that, did you envision, days like today?
When Roger called me or Troy called me and asked me to fill in the shoes of Roger, obviously I jumped and said yes. Just to be able to, honestly, to be with those two guys and to follow in their footsteps. And if they're doing something, you can count me in. But I haven't went to this event, I can say, knew that it was special, but I didn't understand the impact that it'd make on me personally until I got the honorary chair. And just, it's a blessing each and every time that I get to come together with the Jennifers and with the Children's Cancer, the fun, the gala, the patients, everybody that puts their heart into that night. It is so rewarding to me. As I was just telling them a story of one of our old ball managers who just left previously this year, a month ago. I actually think it was a week or so after the gala this year. And he writes all the quarterbacks a note, thank you for this time that he spent. And then he says, I wanted to talk to you about the Children's Cancer Gala, and I appreciate you doing it. I was once a patient in it. And to tell you, that guy, what he's meant to me over the last 4 years, and just to be a fan of him, of who he is, but to understand that he is where he is in his life because of these people, because of the Children's Cancer Fund, means the world to me. And I'm just so blessed and honored to be a part of it, and just want to hear more and more stories like that is why I'm back and why I'm always going to be here.
What does it say about you have so many people that want to fight against cancer? You know, like people that are here and even people we don't even know about.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's been affected by this disease in some form or fashion. Whether it's you or not, you've got a family member, a friend, or somebody that's impacted by this, and it's going to take us all. It's going to take all the research. It's going to take the money. It's going to take the support. It's going to take everything that we can to get rid of it if we can. But I know in that chase and in that pursuit, we can lessen it, and we can create more survivals, and we can get the better of this thing. And so that is my promise of just always fighting against cancer after losing my mom to it, understanding the impact and the devastation that it has on families, which was a huge part, obviously, and us contributing and saying, if you're doing the mental health initiative, please involve us. After losing my brother to that, right? Who says those two don't go hand in hand? And so for me to be able to help invest in this and just to be a part of it is special.
Yeah, can you recall what the first moment for you was where it kind of hit you of the impact that you're making when you're doing this after you got involved with all this?
The first moment.
With a patient or anything like that, when did it kind of hit you?
I'm a stay in the moment guy, so to say it's never hit me, I don't know if I've had that one moment other than each and every day, honestly. I ask God to work in my life and allow me to know when He does, and there's all kind of different encounters that I come into, whether it be with kids, whether it be with survivors that say, me saying something helped them, or them reading the tape on my wrist that says ask for help, encourage them to ask for help, which eventually they got. There's so many different scenarios and encounters that honestly push me to never stopping. And as I always say, there's never enough, and I'm going to do as much as I can. So hoping to look forward to many more of those moments as well.
As personal as it's been for you on the cancer side and the mental health side, extremely personal, how important is it to you and you've talked about this before, just this platform that's been created, that you've helped create by being this quarterback and being able to do it in those two different ways. What does that mean to you? How important is that to you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thankful, first and foremost, the Cowboys, the Jones family, giving me an amazing platform to be able to reach so many people. I think the Star does that in itself. And just understanding being able to have that platform, have that reach, I feel obligated to make sure that I share my story, that I inspire others, because I always say it is we can educate one another through our empathy. And just because your adversity may be different than mine doesn't mean that I can't help you get out of it. And so for me, it's about opening my mouth and not being quiet, sharing my story, being vulnerable, and making sure others know how important that is to not only help themselves and get the stress and to get all the chaos that's going on in their mind off of their chest, but you never know who that might allow to open up in return and save someone else's life.
Let's do the last question.
For a player, platform can be a weapon, but also can be double-edged if you don't point it directly and mindfully. How do you learn, and what would be your message to other athletes about making the most of your platform and doing it in a way that's advantageous to passions that you care about?
Be true to yourself, first and foremost, and I think that's the best way to go about it. Unfortunately, I guess you could say, yeah, unfortunately, I've had some events happen in my life that for me to share my story, for me to inspire, it is genuine. And that's my point, is that's me just getting things off of my chest, whether I'm stressed out about it or whether I'm having a little bit of depression because of things that have happened in my life that I've gotten through it from the support that I have. To be able to give other people that support is something that I hold high, and I don't take it for granted. And so being in this position, having this platform, being able to share it, as I said, I feel obligated to do so. And I get so much more in return that if I'm not doing that, if I'm not opening, being vulnerable, being true to myself, then something's wrong with me. So the moment that I stop doing this, that I stop opening out and speaking, I ask y'all to check on me. So thank you.
Any more special guests coming up?
3 months today. Yeah, please. Good, thank you. Take the attention off of me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. And thank you to the Cowboys for hosting us. And we will see you April 11th, 2025 with